So today's question is page 55 and it's question 6 and it's of the Discover Graphics book and it's the chapter on quadrilaterals, okay? So we have here a trapezium, so it's a cleaning sign, all right? Best thing for us now is we're going to do our center line and a base line. So we're going to do our base line across, okay? Get the center of it. So the overall length of this is 90, so come in 45, get our red center line. We're going to work everything from there then, okay? It's the easiest method to get all of this done, all right? So full length of the baseline is going to be 90. Come in 45 just to get us started here. Get our center line, and then we'll start measuring out our distances from here, and it makes life much easier then, okay? So, baseline. Doesn't matter if it's, again, it's a light line. Doesn't matter if it's too long, anything like that. Not too worried about it. There's my left and right point, okay? That's my 90. Before I do anything else, I'm going to go straight to my center line there, which is my 45. Square set square together, and we're going to do a light line up the middle, okay? So light line up the middle is the main thing then. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pop in all our base measurements. So, as soon as we have ourselves ready now. So it's 20 in from both sides. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heavy those two, so I know my solid line there. 20 in from both sides. Now, we're going to start popping our measurements going up our center line. So we're going to use the center line then to our advantage. So we're going to go 15 as my first one. So 0 on the bottom there. Come up my 15 millimeters. From there, I'm going to go my 65. From there, I'm going to go my 75. From there, I'm going to go 15. And from there, I will go 10. Okay, again, just all I'm doing is matching all the measurements I have in the book itself. Okay, the ones that are going up on the left-hand side, or right-hand side, apologies. Okay, so we have these, stepping up along. I'm going to go straight to my top one, my top point here. I'm going to do a light line through that. This is going to be the top of the sign, and it's going to come down then, okay? Top of the sign, excuse me, is 60 wide. Okay, so it's 40 in the middle, 2 10s is 60. So we're going to put a dot, 30 millimeters either side of my center line. Now, while I have that set up, so I have my 30 mil either side of my center line. From here, I'm going to come in my 10. From the right hand side, I'm going to come in 10. Alright, again, we have a section, or a series, I should say, of points that we're all going to use in the little point. Now, we have our most outer points on the right. We'll just join them together. I have my most outer point here on the right, or the left, and join it down. Okay, so this is the setup for it. I'm putting my top line. Now we're starting to put a shape onto this. All right. Next thing is we'll get in our small portion on the bottom there. So we've already measured up our 15 millimeters. We're going to do a light line through that. Now it tells us here we need to go 120 degrees. Okay, so 120 degrees. Now if we think of this, we have our 180 is a straight line. And if we take 120 away from that, we are left with 60 degrees. So if this here is 120, then this inside one is 60, so we don't need a protractor. We just use our 60 degree set square, and we do the internal angle here. So this inside angle is 60, and now we're after leaving ourselves with 120. Do the same on the other side. Just makes it much quicker and simpler. Now we can heavy that and slap it across. Alright, we'll jump back to the top. So where the handle is on the top, we have our 2 points for that handle. We're going to do our horizontal light lines through that. We have our 2 10s that we stepped in earlier. We're going to vertically bring those down. And we can heavy those in. Vertically bring them down. Heavy them in. We're nearly there now. That's our handle. Last but not least, we have the hazard, the warning triangle in the middle there. Okay, so we have measured up our 65, so we should have a point here that we need. We're going to have a light line through that, so it's going to be the base of our red triangle. That is 50 wide, so 25 each side of that center line. says in the question, this is an equilateral triangle. I'm going to heavy my baseline after making 50. So equilateral triangle, all angles and sides are the same. So 60 degrees. Equilateral triangle has an angle of 60 degrees. Alright. And then we have a little 5mm border inside that all the way around. So just step and perpendicular in from each side, 5mm. Do it lightly first. Just to make sure everything's running correct. And once we're happy, then we will heavy that. Alright, so that is page 55, question 6. Okay.